Cars have been racing through Monaco's streets since 1929, and this weekend is no exception, as we get to watch the new generation of world-class drivers take over Monte Carlo. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco is famous for its many narrow twists and corners, from the brake-heavy Le Rascasse to the treacherous Sand of Ott. There are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One. Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway, and then the fight for pole begins. Practice 3 affords the teams one final opportunity to tweak their setups, as the drivers get to grips with the tracks every turn. Once they reach qualifying, there simply won't be time to think twice. Drivers will need to outdo one another if they're to climb their way up the grid and secure themselves a solid starting position for tomorrow's race. You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts. The time has come to fight it out. It's race day.
We saw a solid qualifying performance from Ferrari, and they're sure to have their chance to push even further during the race. Williams had a good performance in qualifying. Now they'll be eager to demonstrate that they can have an even better race. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
So as the drivers prepare to weave their way around the streets of Monaco, you have to think there'll be twists and turns aplenty. We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And here's Ferrari. They're in the front half of the pack, so there's plenty of potential for them. There's the other Ferrari. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. Everything's been building to this. It's time for one of the most exciting races in the world. This is the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Race is long, down, anyway.
And a new position just gained by Williams. And there's an overtake from Williams.
Box, and pit confirmed.
A crash. Let's take a closer look. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one. That crash is terrible news for the team.
And slow down now. Last lap, last lap. Okay, and checkered flag.
In the end, Ferrari's driver didn't do too badly. Ferrari must have some mixed feelings after this. They didn't do too badly, but they can definitely do better.
Yup, plenty for them to think about and strategize, and certainly a good enough result for now.
That's right, and they finished the race weekend in third place in the constructor standings.
Next time, the teams will be racing through the streets of another city. Join us in Baku on the shores of the Caspian Sea for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.